Everybody, good morning. Two meteorologist Travis Klineski here on this Friday morning. It's another morning with a dense fog advisory. Eastern Nebraska, which was included, same thing in parts of Iowa, were taken out because the fog has not been as thick here. There were a couple of spots out west where it was in effect. That has been taken out too because the fog is not so bad here. The skies are mostly clear to partly cloudy here. But thick cloud cover and fog. And the worst of it is from O'Neill to Ord to Kearney to Holdridge to Norton, Kansas. That is on the very edge of the the lowest clouds. That's where the deep fog is, right in there. But there's a lot of areas of fog, but the dense fog is right in there. So this technically goes till noon. Some of the local National Weather Service offices, as they've already done this morning, they'll reevaluate things throughout the morning, see if counties need to be taken out or added. There's a possibility some counties could be extended into the afternoon. We'll see how that plays out. The cloud clear line on Futurecast is right here. In reality, it's about right here. So it's off by about 75 miles. The cloud clear line is right about here, and it's on the edge of that cloud clear line where the dense fog is right in there. We've got some upper level clouds over western areas here, so not full-blown sun today, but still more sunshine than anybody's going to see in the eastern half of the area. So more sunshine, warmer temperatures here, colder over the east. That cloud clear line is going to be right here in central Nebraska again today, and it's going to stay there tonight. So another night where it could be foggy, and I think the worst of the fog would be right on the edge of those low clouds. Maybe not as foggy, but still some fog with some low clouds to the east. Clear skies out west. The high clouds move on out. Tomorrow, that cloud clear line is going to advance eastward, but how far east does it get? That's the big question. I think the Tri-Cities get some sun tomorrow. But folks east of Highway 81 may not. You may not see sunshine in eastern Nebraska tomorrow. And in fact, it could be very thick fog right in here. Any areas that see fog, by the way, tonight again might see more icy conditions. We're seeing that this morning. Freezing fog and some mist could lead to icy conditions tonight and tomorrow morning again. So again, more of us seeing sunshine tomorrow. Once again, that low cloud cover sticking around another night, Saturday night and Sunday morning, but mostly east of Highway 281. You live in the western two-thirds of the state, you're probably not going to see real thick fog, and you'll probably see mostly clear skies. This should continue to retreat on Sunday and start to bring nicer weather to even more of the area. So under the clouds today, it's highs in the low to mid 30s at best. Under what should be partly sunny to mostly sunny skies later today, upper 30s and low to mid 40s. A little bit cooler than yesterday, but still much better than the eastern half of the area. Tonight we'll drop back into the 20s for the most part. Tomorrow, the milder temperatures inching eastward just a little bit, but still stuck in the 30s with the clouds. Maybe some sun in the Tri-Cities, GI and Hastings, a little more sun towards Kearney. Warmer temperatures here in the 40s and lower 50s. Tomorrow night, mid to upper teens and lower to mid 20s. As the skies start to clear up a little bit more, it gets a little bit colder. And then Sunday, those warmer temperatures, they're inching eastward. Still some 30s, maybe some low clouds that linger, plus there's more snow on the ground here, so some colder temperatures to the east. Back to the 40s for the Tri-Cities, low and mid 50s farther west, even upper 50s to near 60 out west. And this is going to nudge eastward even more going into next week. And you'll see it here on the 7-day forecast. So here's the 3-day forecast as we summarize that one more time. Trending towards more sun as we get further into the weekend. Mostly sunny skies most of next week. And only fog that we'll see is most likely just going to be patchy fog. We're going to melt off that snow and ice. Warm things up, low and mid 50s. A little bit breezy Monday, Tuesday. Not terrible, but a little breezy out there. Long range, it does look like we'll cool down a little bit at the end of next week as temperatures get back down into the 40s. There is a potential system that could make bring some moisture to our area next week. We'll see how that plays out. How that plays out would certainly influence how warm or cold we'll be. There's a chance we could be colder. Let me show you some long range stuff here real quick. This is starting next Friday and beyond. So the Groundhog Day and beyond, still above average for most of the central and eastern U.S., but according to the Climate Prediction Center, but colder out west, and that's inching closer to us, so it's going to try to get into our area here. This is definitely southwest flow, which is, if I draw this in here, right there, and it could be wet weather too. That could eventually get into our neck of the woods here. It's hinging on a few things here, but there's potential for us to look at some wet weather around that Friday, Saturday, Sunday time frame and beyond. We'll see, but a lot of moisture over the southwest U.S. here. Maybe some flooding in Southern California again. Drier than average out towards the east. Let's look at the long-range models. I'm going to skip the NAM because there's not much the next few days other than the clouds and fog. So here's the European model again. We've got a system to our south today. That's what's brought those upper-level clouds to southern and western areas this morning. That misses us though. Other than the clouds, we'll see that move out. There's again the other models are a little more aggressive with the clearing than our in-house model is. So hopefully we can get more sunshine farther east, especially on Sunday. Mostly sunny skies Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. A few passing systems that mostly miss us though. It's next Friday where we start to see some of that moisture maybe move in here. The European is very aggressive with it, but keeps it mostly as rain. Keeps all the snow over the mountains in western Nebraska. But we could see some moisture heading into the first weekend of February right there. So that'll be something worth watching down the road. The GFS is not as aggressive with the moisture. So here's the GFS model again. Now, once we get rid of the clouds and fog over the weekend, mostly sunny skies most days. A system on Monday will miss us to the northeast. And then looking ahead to Friday, this model keeps all the moisture just to our southwest, but it has it more snow than rain there too. So that would be interesting if it does nudge towards our area here. So that's why I don't want to be too confident and say just rain, because there could be snow. But a lot of that's just going to depend on that temperature profile. And again, it will probably be colder if we do see moisture, by the way. Here's the long-range European. Again, cool the next few days, but starting to warm up. That milder air building in Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. And Friday, kind of a little cooler just if we see the moisture, but the air mass in general doesn't look a whole lot colder. There's no Arctic air, but maybe after that system, maybe some colder conditions towards the following week start to nudge towards our area. Not brutally cold, but colder air. The GFS, on the other hand, let's see how that plays out here. Again, we're starting to warm up on Sunday, Monday, and beyond. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Now, this one doesn't have as much warm air. This one kind of brings a shot of colder air Tuesday, Wednesday, and then builds in the milder air late next week before maybe some of that moisture comes in towards the following weekend, the second week, or that'd be the first weekend of February there. So it does look like it may get colder as we get towards, say, around the 3rd, 4th, 5th of February down the road here. So that'll be interesting to see how that plays out. Could bring some wet weather, some cooler weather. So we're going to have to enjoy those days where we warm up a little bit next week, where we get into the 50s. I think Monday may turn out to be the nicest day next week, the way it's looking right now. But a lot of that will just hinge on what kind of air masses we see here. But let's hope we can melt off some of that snow and ice. I got to let you all go. I want to thank you all for watching on this Friday morning. Have a good weekend. And next time I see you, we'll be talking more sunshine. So enjoy the weekend. We'll talk to you all next Monday. Have a good one. Bye.